I don't know what happened to my last video, but I got booted out of it. Hey, Facebook, this is Walter Lundy with Regional IT Services. And I'm doing this video kind of late. The other video got deleted, so I'm going to have to repeat myself for those of you that already tuned in. The website is www.regionalitservices.com. Let me pull up our website for you real quick. Professional technology assistance, computer repair, and IT services. We make technology accessible. Book your appointment online. Our number is 214-438-0038. .coms, reliable web hosting, email, affordable domains, as well as a slew of other technical services. If you got any questions on whether we provide support or can we support an issue, just send us just go to our contact us link and send us an email. You can send us an email to support@regionalitservices.com, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Or if we can't resolve your issue, we'll at least try to point you in the right direction. But I'm going to make this video quick today. Not quick, but we're going to try to keep it short. Pretty much what I want to talk about today is phishing. This is a hacker term that's used to describe ways that people try to gather your information via text message, via instant message, emails, things like that. We call that phishing in the hacker community because you spam a bunch of these emails out, a bunch of these messages out, and you wait for some sucker to bite. And I'm not calling my customers suckers, but from hacker terms, that's the way that they're going to be thinking. But if you're not an IT person or you don't know what to look for, then you may fall victim to one of these scams. And the reason I brought this up because I actually received a phishing email today, as well as a phishing that's directed me to a phishing website. And what they're trying to do is hack my Apple account and receive my Apple ID. So for those of y'all just tuning in, my website is www.regionalitservices.com. If you have a brand or idea that you want to protect, go ahead and register your domain via our website. You know, that's very important. If even your name is a brand, first name, last name, your first name, that is a brand. And it is a limited resource because you're not the only person that has your name. So make sure you register your domain. Any nicknames, if you're a rapper, you got a kennel name, your dog breeder, mechanic, whatever your business is, make sure you protect your brand because someone else can register that .com and they could be doing something complete opposite of your brand or something that goes against everything that you stand for and your brand stands for. So it also adds credibility to your business instead of having a email address at yourdomain.com instead of Yahoo, Gmail, or whatever. But anyways, I'm going to make this video quick because I don't want to spend too much time on here because I'm on here a little late. But I noticed that more people view my videos during work hours than after hours. But I did want to get some content out for today. So I'm going to show y'all real quick about phishing, this phishing email I received and how it works. Let me pull up my email real quick and I'll show you the email I received. This is to my personal email. I use Yahoo for my personal email. So here we go. This email, let's see if I can blow this up so you guys and girls can see this. Is this email here from Apple service. It says, reminder, we locked your account for security reasons 6/20/2019 4:33. And see, this is the email it says. It says, Dear W. Lundy's _resume at yahoo.com. For your protection, your Apple ID is automatically disabled. We have prevented an unusual sign-in attempt on your Apple account. This may have been because you're signing in from a new location or from a different device. Please review the sign-in details below. Your account access has been locked for the following reasons. June 19th, 2019, we checked your account login with other device. June 2019, your account has been locked until this issue has been resolved. We will wait for 1 week or your account will be disabled permanently. So this scares somebody. They think that their Apple ID is going to be lost. They're going to lose all of their files, all of their songs, pictures, and so forth, everything else that they have on iCloud. So I'm going to tell you a couple of ways that you can tell that this email is fake. The easiest way, first of all, is just to look at this email header. If you look at where this email comes from, this email is too long. This email address is way too long for this to be an Apple email address. It doesn't even go to an Apple domain. But I'm going to show you how good they were with this. They did take the extra effort. If they were smarter, they would have registered the domain closer to Apple or to make it look a little bit more legit. But you're going to click here to log in Apple, and it'll take you to this web page, which looks like a legitimate Apple page. So they want you to put in your Apple ID, and then when you try to put in your password, then guess what? They're going to steal your Apple ID plus your password. This is how you can tell that this is not a legit site. See this website? Look at the URL right here. Pay attention to the address that's in the browser. See this appsecure-hdhd.server, whatever.com. All of this extra stuff. That's how you know that that's not an Apple account, because it would end in apple.com or Mac. Let me see what the domain for my Apple account, which I've never. Let's see. I'm sure they got it registered. Apple.com, register.com. There we go. See how it looks just like Apple. See how that site is very similar to Apple's website? I click on the iPhone. This is what the legitimate website looks like. Do you see that domain? Apple.com. Then everything behind it will be, the internal pages. Like, let's click on the iPhone 7. So you get apple.com/shop.buy iPhone 7. Now, in some cases, that'll vary. Like, for example, on our website, on my company website, this is our .com. And now this is my company website. You click on here, this will actually take you to my store.regionalitservices.com. Now, right now, like if you were to click on this home button, it would actually redirect you to the secure server.net, which is actually where my site was, actually where this page, the server that this page is on, and I haven't updated the DNS. But I will do that to make sure that my customers know that they're logging into a legitimate site. But this is my website, and so you don't have to worry about it. See, if you actually go back, it goes to store.regionalitservices.com. But if you look at this hacker page, see this URL, see the address bar compared to what Apple has? And they'll send you these emails. You'll get text messages, you'll get emails, things of that nature. And that's what they call phishing. Back in the old days of AOL, you would actually use these programs. And AOL, your screen name used to be your email address back in those days, in the earlier days of the internet. You would use these programs, you gather as many screen names as possible, and then you would just spam out these mass emails, and the people that would reply to it with their username and password. Then you being a hacker, you can use their username and password to log into their account, and then do any hacking that you want to do so that it doesn't come back and ruin your account. But those are the old ways of hacking on AOL. A lot of hackers actually use this technique. There's other ways that they use this technique to steal your account, especially with financial websites, banking websites, payday loan websites, brokerage accounts. Those type of financial websites, is very important to pay attention to your URL, because what they'll do a lot of times is make a site that looks identical to the real site, but it'll just be a typo off. So you just may type what you meant. You may type and get the site that you meant to pull up, but you actually hit a typo and an identical site came up. So when you logged into that site, you wasn't actually logging into the actual financial site that you wanted to. You was actually logging into a phishing website, which they then gathered your information, cleared out your bank account, whatever. So I just want y'all to be aware of that hack. Pay attention to it. Don't fall victim to phishing scams. It's the same thing. They got a similar phishing scam, a little bit different. I wrote about a while ago where they'll call you from the Social Security office and pretend like your Social Security number is suspended, etc. This is pretty much the same way, but they're using a website, having you log into that website to steal your information. It's a little bit easier, and it's less involved on the hacker's end. You don't have to wait for a phone call. You don't have to talk to you or con you any further than just spamming out a bunch of emails and waiting to see who bites on it. Most of us use iPhones. Let's see what I got. A lot of us use iPhones. I got this iPhone. I switched this iPhone from Android, but after the life of this phone, I think I'm going to go back to my Android. Or I may actually end up giving this phone to my daughter and going back to my Android. That's just my preference. Whatever you like, that's up to you. I just like my Android. The features that I like better is my history, and it seems like a lot of my options are less buttons, clicks to get to than the Mac. And I hate this little click button. I actually dropped my phone in sand, and ever since then, my button's been a little stiff. So I just like it. I know the later iPhones don't have the buttons, it's all touch screens, but they waited too late in the versions to do that, and I've already got used to my Samsung that was able to do that. So I'll probably be either giving that phone back to my daughter, who she's on punishment right now anyways, and she doesn't have phone service, all because she wanted to smart mouth me, and then she ended up still having to do what I told her to do anyways. So she lost her phone and end up having to do what I told her to do. So she should have just did it to begin with. But that's another topic. Anyways, I want y'all to visit my website. Thank you to all of you who have been using my services, have been recommending my services, have been sharing my ads. Know that it is not going unnoticed. I really appreciate it. Growing this company, you really find out who supports you and who doesn't. And I don't expect this to be my company to be as important to no one else but me. So, and the employees that work for the company as well as the customers. So I'm not holding grudges or mad at anyone, but I am appreciative of those that are supporting the company, getting the word out there, sharing our ads, commenting, giving me critique, giving me books to read, giving me videos to watch. And those of you who videos that I watch, a lot of you don't even know me. I want to give a special shout out to Gary V and Patrick B. David. There's a YouTube videos that I watch religiously. I watch all of their content, and it helps me tremendously, and it's taught me a lot. But again, I want to give a special shout out to Patrick B. David and Gary V. Thank y'all for all y'all have invested in me without even ever knowing me. I appreciate you putting those videos up there. They've actually helped me out a lot. Make sure y'all visit my website, www.regionalitservices. If you got that brand or idea, you got that product or service, make sure you protect it by registering your domain. Go to our website, www.regionalitservices.com. We also provide computer repair as well as a slew of other technology support services. So go ahead and book your appointment online. You don't have to worry about waiting on hold. Pick your service, book your appointment, and it'll show up on my calendar, and I'll call you when it's time for you to get your support. Beats waiting on hold, going through a phone menu, all of that stuff. I don't know about you, but I get so tired of hearing that on hold music repetitively. Let's see how long I made this video. Actually, I went over my time. I wanted to keep it 10 minutes or less. But thank y'all for supporting my services. Go to the website. If you're not following the page, make sure you follow us on social media. Make sure you share our ads, and make sure you give me any constructive feedback that you may have. I appreciate y'all, and I'm ending the video. www.regionalitservices.com.